This is Woodman here with another channel message. I wanted to talk to you about times when magic practitioners feel like their energy, their output is the most powerful. 3 a.m. as the witching hour. In terms of symbolism and mystique, the time of 3 a.m. is often referred to as the witching hour or the devil's hour. This belief stems from folklore and superstitions, where it is thought that supernatural forces are most active, and that the veil between the living and the spirit world is at its thinnest during this time. The hour is seen as a period when dark energies are strongest and when rituals for magic can be performed with heightened effectiveness, particularly if one is using sex magic. Many times, many sexual practices or rituals may be performed during the night hours. Spellcraft and magic. For practitioners of magic, 3 a.m. is considered ideal due to its association with the deepest hours of the night, where silence and darkness create a conducive environment for focusing energy as well as intentions. The stillness of the early morning hours is believed to enhance one's connection to spiritual forces, the other world, allowing for more potent magical work. If nothing else, also consider that this is a time when many people are in a state of sleep, and that also may work if one is using dream magic. Darkness and witchcraft. So, many witches are very comfortable in darkness due to its association with the unknown, hidden knowledge, and the subconscious mind. Even in the tarot, when we have the card the moon, this is what's most considered to align with things that are unknowable or unknown, things that can be discovered by intuition, things that are hidden, things that are in the dark. And so the veil between worlds is definitely more thinner, easier to pierce, and there's a unformed chaos from which magic as well as energy transformation can, in fact, arise. Now, let's pivot for a little bit to covens, and let's talk about the structure of covens. Many covens may have 3 witches, but some actually will have 12 witches. The covens that do this consist of 13 members, which one is the leader and the other are 12 disciples. The symbolic is sort of representative of cosmic order, but it also is like the Christ consciousness because you have the Christ figure, who's a messianic figure, along with the 12 apostles or disciples that follow. And in various mythologies and religious contexts, this represents some sense of completeness as well as a strong idea or notion of cosmic order. And also, with 3 being an important recurring number, 12 witches will allow for 4 groups of 3, which is mirroring the significance of the number 3 in many magical traditions. 3 is a powerful number representing balance, harmony as well as manifestation. And this is important for esoteric and occult practices, which make it a favorite grouping for ritual and spell work. How does one even get into such a coven of witches? Well, there are often initiation rituals, and the process that occurs here is that in some traditions, initiation may involve a series of trials and rituals designed to prove one's dedication and readiness for magical work. If you've ever watched Disney Plus, which is the home of Marvel, then you would know that following the death of the Scarlet Witch, we now have the Agatha All Along show, which is coming to air, and it talks about individuals that want to regain their magic powers, and so they take the walk, they take the journey, and go through these series of trials. I have not seen the show yet, but it is a similar concept. Many times there may be a symbolic sacrifice of some sort of personal attachment, whether that even be a sacrifice of a loved one. And the fact that it is some sort of real loss is it lends itself to personal transformation, a great transfer of energy and power, insight. Sacrificing something of great personal value can catalyze significant changes and open channels for magical and spiritual growth. The more important the thing given up, the stronger the opportunity to manipulate the energies and to come into the full powers of witchhood that you can experience. What about the full moon's influence? Well, full moons are good at amplifying magic, and they're believed to amplify the energies surrounding magic because it makes them a prime time for performing spells and rituals. The full moon represents the peak of lunar energy, which is thought to enhance the effectiveness of magical work and provide greater clarity and insight. And again, in the tarot, this is why the moon card is the way it is. Winter months are also a critical time for witches. It's used for empowerment of witchcraft because these months are seen as powerful times for using energies. The long nights and the dark days align with the themes of introspection and the preparation for transformation and rebirth, which are central to many magical practices. The stillness of winter provides for a quiet space, also for a cold, emotionless, deep magical work and reflection. What about October 31st and its significance? Well, as may just be discussed in other videos, October 31st is seen as Samhain or Halloween. And this is where there's heightened spiritual energy. October 31st, the night of Samhain, is considered particularly auspicious for witchcraft and magical practices. This date marks the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter, a time when the veil between worlds is thought to be especially thin. The heightened spiritual energy makes it an ideal time for rituals, honoring the dead, as well as performing spells. And in fact, if we really think about it, if you're at 3 a.m. and you're doing this on Samhain, then this might be more powerful, particularly if Samhain falls on the night of a full moon. In summary, the witching hour of 3 a.m., the symbolism of darkness, the structure of covens, their initiation rituals, the power of the full moon, and the significance of October 31st all intertwine to create a rich tapestry of magical tradition. These elements together provide a framework for understanding why certain times and practices are held in such high regard within witchcraft and many magical traditions. If you like this message, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome aboard. This is a safe space. If you're returning, I'm glad that you're back. Thank you so much for your support. In the name of the Most High God, I love you. I love you. I love you. I wish you blessings. I wish you abundance and prosperity, and that in fact you are protected by our Lord God. Woodman signing off. Until the next one, take care.